How the Grinch Found Yoga by Lynn Griffin Kehoe.
Every yogi in Yogaville liked yoga a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Yogaville did not. The Grinch hated yoga, the whole yoga culture. Now, please don't ask why. It would be only torture. It could be that his mind was closed a little too tight. It could be, perhaps, that his breath was too slight. But I think that the most likely reason could be he kept his heart protected, not allowing it to be free. Whatever the reason, his heart or his mind, he stood there that evening not feeling very kind, staring into the studio with a look of displease at the warm yoga bodies, moving with such ease. For he knew every yogi was perfecting their pose while looking their best in their fancy yoga clothes. And they're standing on their heads, he said with despair, without a single strand moving, not one in their hair. Their photos, their quotes, their Instagram postings, the kombucha, the juice cleanse hostings. And soon, oh so soon, they would be yoga singing. The sound of their ohms, well, it would have his ears ringing. Then he got an idea, a crazy idea. This un-yogic Grinch got a crazy idea. The Grinch held his breath, not knowing what was in store. He walked up to the studio and opened the door. The Grinch came from the outside and found his way in, which is often how many of us also begin. He stepped onto a mat without expectation. The evolution was slow, but he found meditation. And there on the mat, released of all drama, the Grinch discovered more than only one of the yamas. It just took some presence, a trust in the self. In mindful action, the Grinch found some wealth. And the Grinch, with his Grinch hands touching his toes, looked around in amazement, thinking, how could it be so? It came without judgment. It came without goals. It came without challenges, selfies, or no's. And he sat down a few. His breath became longer. His mind became quiet. His inner voice grew stronger. Maybe yoga, he thought, doesn't come from a pose. Maybe yoga perhaps is an exercise for the soul. And what happened then? Well, in Yogaville, they say the Grinch's trapped heart broke open that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite such a mess, his mind opened too, and he found yoga bliss. And he stepped on his mat, both feet firmly at home, and he himself, the Grinch, sang the last Om.
Happy holidays, everyone, and please check out Lynn Kehoe's sequel, Om the Poses You'll Do.